That brings us to Alabama State head coach Reggie Barlow. Is Coach Barlow on the call?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Coach.
Good morning.
Another big victory for your Hornets down at Texas Southern. If you could kind of summarize that, and then you've got the other Texas school, Prairie View, coming to town for an ESPNU game. Kind of preview that, and then we'll open it up for questions.
Yeah, we had to go to Texas, Houston, and play against Texas Southern, and of course that was a team that beat us twice last year, and Texas Southern has a lot of good players. Just Marquise, the defensive end there, and the other defensive lineman, and Joe, the wide receiver they have, and those two running backs. They got some talent, and we knew it was going to be a battle going there and playing against that team, and they played as well. And I think Coach Jones mentioned it there. If it wasn't for a couple of special team miscues, we would have had to battle probably to the end of that game. But we're happy with the win. We'll take it. Opportunity to get another victory and kind of carry that into our next week's opponent. Of course, that's against Prairie View, and Prairie View is playing well. Of course, Coach Northern is he's got his guys playing fast and playing with a lot of confidence, and they've had some really good players there also over the last couple of years, and it's the same way this year. So it'll be another battle, and it's SWAC play. I mean, there's so much parity here, and I think back to my NFL days when you play on Sunday and you play the Giants, and then next week you got to play the Eagles, and it just never gets easier. So it'll be another huge challenge. A really good team that's coming here, and so we got to get them going, get our guys ready to go, and get ready for this game this weekend.
We'll open it up for questions for head coach Barlow from Alabama State.
Yeah, Coach Barlow, this is Roscoe Nance. How you doing today?
Doing good, sir.
Good. Talk about Greg Jenkins, your quarterback, and how he has made you a different team this year.
Yeah, whenever you get a guy who has the ability to run and he can make all the throws, it's going to give you an opportunity to have some success. And our players, they really believe in him, and they know that he's our guy on offense. And he's doing a good job for us. On Saturday, he missed some throws, but I guess that happens. But he's been solid for us, and he's added a different dimension to our offense because of his running ability.
Is he where you expected him to be at this point?
Yeah, I think so. I still believe that he can complete for a higher percentage in the passing game. You look at Saturday's game where there were just some real easy throws that I thought he has to make, and so I think he can complete the ball a little bit better for us. As far as his athletic ability and running the ball, he's doing a good job with that. I think there's a couple other instances where we'd like for him to play a little faster with our guys, getting them up to the ball and all that stuff. But overall, he's doing a good job, and we're happy to have him here. And when he doesn't make the throws that he's supposed to, it bothers him. And that's a sign of a guy that wants to be perfect. And we know that's hard to do, but he's doing a good job for us.
Now, was he able to go through? He went through spring practice with you guys, right?
Yes, he did go through spring ball. Greg, he was at Mississippi Gulf Coast over there, and then he signed with Troy, and he didn't play. He got redshirted, and then he came over after that season. So he went through spring ball with us, and of course training camp, and this is his first year over here with us.
Well, how much did that help having him to go through spring ball?
It was huge, Of course, to get ownership of the offense and to really learn the terminology and to be able to spend some time with Coach Moncrief on technique and fundamental stuff. And and then being here this summer, him and our receivers, they organized 7-on-7 and was able to do some things this summer. So I think that that was big for him.
Okay, Coach. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Jay Walker, ESPN. How are you?
Hey.
Just in looking at it, I mean, you guys got a big one coming up with the Prairie View School. As a team, I guess looking at it, I'm thinking you get off to a great 5-0 start. You may think the team will relax a little bit, but you all have no room to rest, as you mentioned. Week after week, it gets tougher. Talk about overall where your team has been this season at undefeated SWAC play, and then this Prairie View team you're getting ready to face.
Yeah, our guys, we just want to, play as if we belong. I think our guys are really taking on the mindset and the vision of just not looking at the scoreboard, continuing to work one snap and clear, not getting caught up in when you wasn't ranked at all to when you are ranked. I mean, all that stuff, it really doesn't matter. It's about the rectangle. It's about us on the rectangle and playing, and they bought into that. And we got a good core of guys that are our leaders. DeMarcus Taylor and Leland Baker and Greg Jenkins, Nick Andrews, just to name a few of those guys that, they understand you're only as good as your last play, and they bought into that, and they're continuing to work, and and this week here with Prairie View coming in, I mean they're a good team, and it's just. It sounds cliche because you say, oh, they're a good team, but all these teams are good in the conference. There's parity, and every Saturday you got to play, or if you don't play, you won't have an opportunity to win. So I don't think there's one team in this league that you can just say, oh, they're so much better than everybody else. So everybody has to play. All these teams are really good, and Prairie View is well coached, and they're playing with a lot of confidence, and they've always been really good on defense, and on offensively they're doing some good things, and so it'll be a big time battle for us.
How about the play of Nick Andrews, your wide receiver?
Nick is good. He's real good. I've always thought that. He's a worker. He runs great routes. Has strong hands. He's only 5'9" or so, but he has strong hands for a little guy, and he wants the ball. And he's our guy, but he works really hard, and he's a 3.4 GPA student here, and he gets it, and it's a joy to have guys like him around, and he's having a good year for us.
And my final question will be, with Dominguez, how's the quarterback transition going? You got Dominguez, a guy that got you to the SWAC championship game a year ago, and then losing his spot. Has there been any tension at all, any extra stroking of egos you've had to do there?
No, Dominguez is one of my favorite guys on this team because he understands. He came to Alabama State as a baseball player, and he just was good enough to be the starting quarterback also. And when his senior year in baseball, he wanted to go try out for some scouting.
Like on the mic, he
those
like
guys there, man.
Like it's so annoying.
Hit star 6 if you're going to have alternate conversations, please.
That's all you got to say is who caught the ball, who has tackled him. He just caught.
Somebody holding their own interview over there.
That is, but I like it.
But because of his seniority.
This guy, man. Dominguez, there's no tension, Jay. This guy's solid, man. He's a solid kid. He didn't go through spring ball with us, and he knew that Greg was here. We called on him at some point. I think it was the first against Eastern Michigan. He came in, completed passes for a high percentage. He's a great guy. He practiced hard every day. He helped Greg during the game, and he's a solid guy. So we're happy to have Dominguez, and there may be a time this year we'll call on him to go in and play quarterback or another position. He played receiver for us, tight end for us, so he's a solid guy though.
And I guess that's good for you to have an extra backup. Every team's gonna need one. What's he doing with his baseball? Is he still playing baseball eligibility up?
Actually, his baseball eligibility is up, so he'll probably, once football season is over, he'll graduate this fall. So I imagine he'll go and probably get another opportunity, go work out for some people. But he's a solid guy, man. I really enjoyed having him here on the team, and like I said, he's committed to ASU and working hard every day, and he's just a good guy.
And if I can sneak in one more question, what's the status of the football team? Is that ready for next season?
Yeah, 2012. The plan is to have the first game will be our Turkey Day Classic game. So
this year or next year?
Next year, yeah, next year.
Turkey Day. Okay.
Yeah, but they're working hard over there, and you can actually see the beams and all that stuff coming up. We've been playing football since 1902 over here at ASU, and we had Old Hornet Stadium, but we haven't played on campus in a long time. And kudos to our administration; they're doing a good job of getting a lot of nice things here on our campus, and we're excited about that.
Gotcha. Thank you. I'll see you on Friday.
Yes, sir.
Any final questions for Coach Barlow from Alabama State?
Coach, one more question. This is Perrin Keys from the Advocate down in Baton Rouge. How are you?
I'm good, sir.
Just real quick, I know you've touched on this, I'm sure, many times in the last couple of weeks, but you guys have about 1 million turnovers, this takeaways this season. I'm sure that a lot of hard work goes into it, but is it also kind of a case of, when they start coming in bunches, and to what do you attribute your success in that area?
Well, I've heard the saying that once they start coming, they come in bunches. But Coach Thornton, our defensive coordinator, he does a great job of putting our guys in position to make plays. And our assistant coaches, they're coaching these guys up. But I want to commend our players because they have to do the film work. I mean, naturally, they have the ability to break on balls and strip balls and all that stuff, but they're watching film and they're understanding, recognizing formations and what